Is it crazy or autocracy? Or what type of crazy is that? Except crazy.
News making the headlines.
Black Maria is to carry criminals, treasury looters that are in government today.
Sometimes it gets confrontational.
Slap you in the face.
They don't put words into my mouth.
Whatever it is that will bring our military to disrepute, I say to hell
On
with it.
Core Digest,
I want to know why I should be believing them.
every weekday, we bring all of these together and take them to the court of public opinion.
Everybody has your right in Nigeria.
Where you are the judge.
Thank you for staying the course. It's still Core Digest, and now we're looking at the economy. And our topic is State of the Nation, Economy in Focus. And we still have our guests very much around to look at this topic with us. I'd like to take the economy and policy analyst. Now, there's been much ado about the Treasury single account. It was just only recently that the Minister of Information had to clarify that no money is being diverted to finance the Kogi and Bayelsa election. And so there's been a question, a kind of some certain aspersion placed on the Treasury single account idea. I really like you to comment on that.
You see, I love the word you use, the aspersion. It's diversionary. This is an innovation that is indigenous, created by Nigerians that will be celebrating all over the world. And this creation was done by young Nigerians from System Specs here in Lagos. And they just created it. We have different platforms before this that came from all over the world. But suddenly, they provided this platform for the Central Bank of Nigeria and all the financial institutions in Nigeria because of its innovation. But surprisingly, we took out what should have been celebrated all over this country because of the way and manner that it was brought into the public domain. Nobody is quarreling with Senator Dino Maleye for bringing it because it dropped up a lot of issues that Nigerians begin now to ask questions for their understanding. But it beholds on the CBN and on the financial industry to explain to Nigerians, prior to what the Minister of Information, the Honorable Minister of Information, did. The TSA is just an instrument of paying money and receiving money. It has a two-way and other things that are joined in that platform, owned by System Specs. What was done was that there was a contractual agreement between the Central Bank of Nigeria and the company that owns that platform. And it was signed and has been utilized. And actually, the issue now is that monies are stolen. It's not the money that was stolen, but it's the percentage. It's a contractual agreement. People sign for the rest of us, and the company sign for themselves. But the issue is should go beyond that. Prior to this 1% on the System Specs platform, how much are we paying for all the platforms that were previously used? We're paying more than 1%. But I commend Senator Dino Maleye for bringing these issues to the fore because it has allowed Nigerians to know. But we should go beyond this thing. The ones we are using before, how much were we paying? But we will want to know, it is incumbent on the federal government to explain how much has been collected so far using that platform. What are we going to use that money? How are that money disbursed? Because we're talking about accountability, we're talking about transparency. This is our money. I need to know. Well, my colleagues in the media, we're beginning to ask now that we have to go a little bit further. We want the federal government. I'm happy that the Minister of Information is a core media man. He should provide us information how much has been collected so far, what are we using that money? The issue of everything is corruption. Everybody is a thief. It has taken the myth out of the whole thing.
Okay.
In fact, let me even look at it from first, whether it is even legal or constitutional to have a single account. Because now the Federation has one single account. If you go to section 80 of the Nigerian 99 Constitution as amended, it says all revenue monies raised and accruing to the government shall go into the consolidated revenue account one and form one consolidated revenue account of the Federation. That means the Constitution itself envisages only one account for the entire Federation. Then when you go to section 162 of the Constitution, 1999 Constitution as amended, it says the Federation shall have a special account for the nation of which all monies will be paid into. One special account. And when you look at the two sections, shall is a mandatory provision. Mandatory that you must have one single account. The reason is this: in a federation, you have the federation and the federating units. Everybody must know and be sure of what is inside the federation account before it is shared. A situation where departments of governments and agencies of governments keep different and multiple accounts in several banks, some of them unknown, it created a problem of transparency, accountability, and even probity. So now you have one single account. The account is domiciled with the Central Bank of Nigeria. But how do you now get money into your account? Becomes a problem. And now that is why the issue of technology comes in. Remitter came with technology, that is systems specs. Those boys should be commended. These are intellectual issues, technology. Somebody might think that it is easy. Why was it that the central bank could not develop a system to collect money from all the banks and all the collecting agencies and all that into their bank? How couldn't they develop it? How come that the science and technology cannot develop it? Those boys developed it, and it surpassed, from what we have heard, nobody has contradicted, it surpassed even what you have in outside Nigeria. And you are saying, you are telling me that those boys, if they take 1%, and according to some explanations, even the 1% is not even for the boys alone. Let me not use the word boys. It is not only for system spec. It is for system spec for all the banks that are now collecting agents also, and then even the central bank itself. And you are saying that it is too much. The question is this: has it improved revenue collection? Has it enhanced accountability and transparency? Has it also enhanced a situation where if we need to know how much has been paid into our federation account, with a snap of a button, we know it? Quite unlike in those days that if the central bank gives you a particular figure, the Ministry of Finance will give you another figure. Office of the Accountant General will give you another figure. And if you ask why, they say, we will reconcile. In the process of reconciliation, everything gets lost. We have heard of $20 billion missing this and say, okay, it's this. At the end of the day, now there's a platform that with a snap of a button, every person involved will see how much that we have, and then we can share it. So let us understand one thing, that we have to pay for the intellectual properties of those boys.
Now,
otherwise, don't use their platform. And as far as you have signed a contract and you are using the platform, we have to pay.
Now, how easy would be the checks and balances with the TSA? Because if some quarters can believe that money can be easily diverted with the TSA idea, of course, with the accusation against the ABC diverting the money to finance elections.
Yes.
How easy can that be? Now, such allegations were anything to go
you see, the
by?
thing is this: that is why, at certain points in time, we must rise above speculations and rumor. But then we must be also very, very worried, because technology, anything can happen. Do we have all the checks that can track down everything that happens within that system. Now the issue is this: how does money go through? That is just a platform. Remember, that is not an account. It's only a platform. It's only a platform that collects money for you and credits your account. It's only a platform. It's not an account. So how does money move from that platform into your bank from all the collecting banks? Now, if you are using that platform to move money from your account, which is at the central bank, how does it also move? What are the security measures? I agree there is need for us to make sure that the system works very well, is fireproof, so that we will not have leakages. Leakages make us to always look for a situation where we have come to this now, and we have to implement it. We don't need leakages. Our revenue has dwindled. If we can block certain leakages, there will be funds available for infrastructures and the rest of things. So, if people raise, yes, there is need to always raise that concern so that people will also be in check. But if, based on the agreement that the central bank, which is Nigeria, representing Nigeria, had with system specs to use their platform, if everything is done in line with the spirit and letter of that agreement, then there is nothing wrong.
Okay. Now, Olise, as a round of program now, what would be the impact of this idea of the TSA on the nation's economy?
Honestly, the TSA is a very wonderful approach to monitoring and to harness the revenue collected for the nation. It's a wonderful approach. But the other thing is that from history, we have seen how wonderful approaches, how wonderful platforms, how innovations have been misused. What we should be doing now is that the company himself should be coming out to a larger extent and be assuring Nigerians of the check and balances that are there. Because now, what this TSA has been able to do is that it has been able to answer some of the questions raised constitutionally, that we have a single account, and that TSA as a platform is a highway of channeling all revenues, all resources of this nation for people to know. But at the end of the day, it's the application of those revenues that is the concern of people.
Yeah.
How that revenue is being utilized. Is it being utilized for the development of this nation, or is being balkanized using political wire funds? Those are some of the questions that will begin now to seek answers from the federal government. How much has been collected so far using the TSA and using system specs platform? How do you intend to use that money? Where have they been channeled to? Which percentage have you been moved overheads and so? These are some nitty-gritty of the issues that the average Nigerians, they have elevated concerns, and Nigerians are tracking them.
But you're saying it's good for the economy.
It's good, very, very good for the economy. It has provided a highway for our resources to be monitored, for our resources, national resources, to be tracked and pooled together. Now, you don't have to have resources scattered in various accounts. Everything, but again, it puts an obligation on government to use the same channel to dispose real-time online to the various agencies of government so that Nigeria will be developed.
All right, thank you very much, OLISA EGBUNIKE, economy and policy analyst, and ESHIET, a legal practitioner. It was really nice having you on the program.
Thank you very much.
All right, and thank you too for staying with us on the course of the program. We apologize that we couldn't take all your calls because we saw them coming in, but time is really not on our side. But tomorrow is another day to join us on the program called Digest, and we'll be having a special segment on Saturday as we give you live feeds of the governorship election in Kogi State on Saturday on our Call Digest platform. Thank you once again for staying with us. My name is Omotayo Alo. Bye-bye.
You can now watch Call TV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.calltvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to Call TV Primetime News.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. and Facebook. Click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click Core TV, leave a space, then news. Core TV News, a 24-hour news station.
Is it crazy or autocracy? Or what type of crazy is that? Except crazy.
News making the headlines.
Black Maria is to carry criminals, child looters that are in government today.
Sometimes it gets confrontational.
Slap you in the face. Excuse me, don't put words into my mouth.
Whatever it is that will bring our military to disrepute, I said to hell
On
with it.
Core Digest,
I want to know why I should be believing them.
every weekday, we bring all of these together and take them to the court of public opinion,
Everybody have a right in Nigeria.
where you are the judge.